Happy April, guys. I do have a few grants for the month of April for you guys. And if you're new here, it's me, Georgia B. And I do have a few grants. The first grant being the 2023 Small Business Growth Fund. So this is a round one grant that they have released. And the deadline is going to be April 21st at 6 p.m. Okay, for this particular grant, it is funded by Etsy and Progressive and Hello Alice, and they are funding between $5,000 and $25,000 in grants to help accelerate the growth of a business. In order to be eligible, your business must have less than $1 million in annual revenue and a commitment to their customers and community, which I will talk about a little bit with the application, and a clear plan to use the grant funds. So for this particular application, the application looks pretty similar as it does with a lot of the Hello Alice applications. A lot of this stuff is self-explanatory. I did want to point out when it comes to the questions for this, I will put a link in the description box as well as the cards. I did do a video on how you can get these questions answered for you in a eloquent, professional way that makes it like you have put so much thought into the application, and that's using ChatGPT. I will put the link there, but you can literally put in these questions, like for example, elaborate on your biggest obstacle or challenge in 2 sentences or less. Or even this portion when they say the most important part, they say, tell us more about you. Why did you become a small business owner? And what is the origin story of your business? And to be as specific as possible. Another question, to elaborate on how you intend to use this grant funding and be as specific as possible. Keep in mind that they did mention here that this is for businesses who have a commitment to their customers and community. So when you answer this question, you want to gear your answer towards or cater it towards that meaning, right? Because that's who they will be looking to give the funding to. And then these are the other questions. So again, I will put that video in the description box as well as link it in the cards. So you guys, if you want all these questions answered for you within 30 seconds or less using ChatGPT, that is a great resource for you. I personally use that tool as well when I have been doing my recent grant applications. So last thing I want to mention for this particular grant is for eligibility, the terms and conditions. So this particular application, like I said, it closes April 21st. The review period is between the 24th and June 2nd, and the announcement is the week of June 5th. And so to be eligible, they say you do need to be a legal resident of one of the 50 states of the United States or District of Columbia or Puerto Rico, 18 years of age or older, be a for-profit business located and registered in one of the 50 states that I mentioned, including DC or Puerto Rico, have less than 1,022 of gross annual revenue, have a commitment to the community again, which they did mention, and have a clear plan on how you're going to use the business funds, right? Pretty self-explanatory. This is the most general grant that I do have available for the month of April. I did want to mention that I do have an ebook called The Business Credit Finesse. The link will be in the description box on how I opened up my party store with $96,000 in business credit. So if you're interested, I walk you step by step on how you can do that with a personal guarantee or no personal guarantee. And I include checklists, worksheets, and all that, just so you can stay organized and be on top of everything and get to the business funding. Just because grants are not always guaranteed, but obviously we hope that we get them. And in the meantime, you want to be in a position of power. You want to put yourself in the driver's seat. And as business owners, I feel like that we have the mentality of that. We want to be in the driver's seat, right? So definitely check it out. That would be in the description box. So the next grant that I have is the Wish Local Empowerment Program grant. This particular grant, I'm not sure if you guys are anyone is familiar with Wish. They are an e-commerce business, and they basically say that they do feel that they have a responsibility in order to help other businesses. And so this is for people who have a e-commerce business, but more specifically a brick and mortar. And I'll get into those particular details. And they are giving between $500 to $2,000 for these particular grants. And this is to help rebuild your small business. So there are no specific requirements on how to use the funds like they do in the other grant offerings that I provide, but they do say that we encourage you to put the money towards one of the suggestions below. So they say use the money to keep your workforce employed, pay rent, operation or inventory costs, connect with new customers, or provide opportunities for your community. In order to be eligible, you must fall under all of the categories listed below, which will be you need to have a Black-owned business, 18 years of age or older, your store has 20 or fewer employees, it's a brick and mortar shop within the United States, and your store owns an average annual revenue under $1 million. If you are selected for the program, you must join Wish Local, which they do explain here, which is a program that allows small businesses to partner with Wish, and they can also sell their inventory on Wish as well. And then in order to apply, the application is super simple. You just would be talking about your store. You would put the details, the name of the store, email address. They do ask you to tell us more about your business. What does your business do and the products and services that you do provide? And then when you are applying for the program, they want to know why are you applying. Also, they ask you to upload any images of your store so they can get a better understanding of the type of business that you have, and then any videos that you like to share. And then they ask you, are you already a Wish Local store participant? And then they do ask you to click this basically to certify that you have met all of the eligibility requirements, right? So this is pretty basic, pretty self-explanatory. The next grant that I do have is the Sonoma County Alliance Small Business Opportunity Fund. This is their round 2. This particular grant closes April 21st at 6 p.m. And this particular grant, they're giving away $1,000 and $5,000 grants. The thing with this particular grant is that with the terms and conditions, you can be a resident. So you can be a legal resident of one of the 50 United States. You can be a legal resident of one of the 50 states, including DC or Puerto Rico, but your business needs to be a for-profit located in Sonoma County. So if it does not fall within this, unfortunately, you would not even be able to apply for this. If your business does fall within this criteria, then you want to go through this application and answer the questions. The same way I mentioned with the first application, if you want using ChatGPT, because that's going to always help you out and allow you to answer these way faster, way quicker, more efficiently. And this application is pretty self-explanatory. And again, I know a lot of people won't really fall within the Sonoma County location, right, for having a profit business there. But if you do, then this will be in the description box as well. And then the last grant that I do have is SoGal. And this particular grant is for a Black founder startup grant. So if you have a startup business and you are Black or you identify as a Black non-binary founder or a Black woman, then this grant will be for you. And I'm not gonna lie, what just came to mind when I was doing this is that, if you are Black, who they gonna say if you're non-binary or not? You can say you're non-binary. You know who you are, but that's just my thoughts personally. Okay, so anyway, for this particular grant, they are giving away, again, money to small businesses. They're giving several business grants between $10,000 and $5,000 cash grants. And the application is pretty simple. This particular application, in order to qualify, you do, in addition to what I already mentioned, you have to be a legally registered business and then plan to seek investor financing in order to scale your business now or in the future. And you must have a scalable, high-impact solution or idea with the ambition to be the next billion-dollar business. Not everybody wants to be a billion-dollar business, but there are people, obviously, that want to aim for the stars and be a Black billion-dollar business. And you're capable of that. So they basically want you to have that mindset for your business in order to apply. The application is pretty self-explanatory. Make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed. I am going to be talking about business tax write-offs, that you can use for your business. I have so many videos coming on business credit, more grant videos coming up, especially within this week. So make sure you subscribe so you do not miss it. I hope you guys have a great April, a great year. I'm wishing you all the best within your businesses and your lives. And I will talk to you guys soon. And don't forget, if you haven't already, definitely check out the Business Credit Finesse if you're trying to get business credit as you apply for these grants, right? Because you might as well be doing them simultaneously. So I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.